Derrick Henry just went to Lambeau, shoved our D-line in the locker, and stole our linebackers' lunch money. Welcome to Underground Sports Talk. I'm Alex.
I'm Jordan.
And today we are going to be giving out a couple of blame beers because, well, that's a segment we do when the Packers choose to lose a game. And on Saturday, December 27th, the Baltimore Ravens went into Lambeau and they beat the Green Bay Packers 41-20, if I'm not mistaken.
41-24.
24. Okay, all right, see, it was less than I thought.
Yeah.
It was less than I thought.
It was a closer game than what what the final score was, but it was a butt whooping either way. It was tough to watch. It was probably the toughest game to watch. I'd say this whole year. Even I think up to that point, the Broncos game was probably the tough because all the other games, all the other losses has been by like 3 points into the game. Like, damn, we still should have beat that team, but we were in it. This one is just like, and it's not even like what gets me is not like the Ravens really were playing great. It's literally only Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. And I guess you got to give the offensive line some credit.
Yeah.
So that goes a big way, plays a big role in how the run game is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like you said, it was super hard to watch. It's like, it's got to, I was going to make a comparison that might not have been sat well with some people, but of a major event. But it's like sitting there, seeing something bad is about to happen, and it's going to keep happening. There's literally nothing you can do about it. It's literal torture when you sit there and have to watch something like that. It's like, hey, and then even we were saying, when Henry was taken out of the game, it's like, oh, they must be trying to take it easy on us or something. Like,
yeah.
And then when they're in like a third and short or fourth and short situation, like, just give it to Henry. If they do anything other than give it to Henry, they're just trying to take it easy on us because there's no way we're stopping them right now. I mean, there was a couple big plays where they stopped him, and it's so memorable because we hardly stopped him at all. Every time he got the rock, he was picking up big yards. I don't know. You have the stats pulled up, but it has to be more than 5 carry averaging.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so he had 36 carries, which, like you said, he probably could have had another 10, honestly. And if this was a playoff game, he probably would have. But yeah, 6 yards a carry, 216 yards, 4 touchdowns. The crazy thing is he had some like big runs, but not like crazy. He didn't have like 50, 60, 70-yard runs like you usually see in somebody that has a 200-yard game. His biggest,
maybe he would have got tired a little bit. But no, it's just like literally what they needed at the time. He picked it up.
Yeah, yep, every time. His biggest run was only 30 yards. I'm pretty sure that was that final touchdown. I think that was 30 yards. But yeah, it was ugly. There was a couple times that we stopped him on 3rd and long, and honestly, if I was them, I would just give it to Derrick Henry. Like he's knocking off, these 15-yard carries every time. Just give it to him. He's gonna at least get, 8 yards, 6 yards, and you're gonna be in a manageable 4th down. So I think that we got outplayed on the defense. I do want to shout out Malik Willis. I feel like he did everything he could to pull us in. And I think if he doesn't get hurt on that play, I think that this game was probably a field goal game. Not that we were going to win. We would have had a chance. It would have been, like a 3-point game at the end because we're going down the drive, and then we put in that tune of a guy, that Looney Tune, and first pass, it wasn't his fault, but still, get him out of there.
That's the vibe. Like, my first thing was like, bro, that was on Bo Melton. We cannot blame Tune. That sucks for him and for us that was his first throw. Yeah. But I know you mentioned during the game too, you're like, yeah, but just look at how he's throwing. It just doesn't look natural. It doesn't look good at all. It looks like 3rd string who just came up off the practice squad.
Yeah. So I want to put a little bit, I think out of all of the facets of the Packers over the last year, who had the best last year in the Packers is the front office, general manager. Great. Micah Parsons, the draft, the gymnastics they've done with the cap to get all these guys in and young guys in over the last year or 2 years. But you don't sign a veteran guy for a week going into that game. You bring up a Tooney. Like, come on, man. I think a little bit that goes on the front office there. You got to have another guy. You know that Jordan Love was questionable. Who cares? If he plays, great. If he doesn't, you have another guy. They should have went out. Like you said, Kurt Warner. But no, they should have went out and got somebody.
Did it. They could have got Matt Flynn. Anybody but Clayton.
Anybody.
I don't know if what it is. I don't know if it's a little bit of complacency. I don't know if it's a little bit of, hey, we're already locked into this thing. Let's I don't know. Someone had a theory that Matt LaFleur didn't want players to get injured, but that didn't work. We like 4 guys got injured, and then one of them that hadn't, I don't know what they wouldn't show us, and I haven't looked into it. It must have been a nasty leg break or something like that.
Yeah, it was a replay. My dad said it was pretty nasty. He watched a video on it. It was an ankle break.
Yeah. Okay. So, but that I don't even agree with that in the first place. So, with that being said, I mean, we are where we are right now. I mean, a cool thing that could have happened is we could have helped the Steelers get in the playoffs, which we want to see the Packers Steelers Super Bowl, and Rodgers helped us get in the playoffs, but we couldn't return the favor, and that's just kind of where we stand right now. Now it's time to, we gave Malik credit for what he did, deservingly so. He did everything he could except for play D-line, so we got 5 blame beers. Today it's going to be blame Malorts, though, because the blame beer is over there, and I have the Malort right here. And if you want to see me drink this, go to our review video that's going to be posted as well, and you can see me drink this. I'm not going to drink this right now. I'm going to make some players drink this. So I think to help us out, though, we should go specific players. I know we usually do like a unit or like a whatever, but I think we should do specific players. Starting with
coaches.
Jordan.
Yeah, so we got 5. So the first one I want to give out to is all right. I'm gonna just start off with Halfley. He's got to take one. This is on him. He's had a great season, I think, overall, but we weren't prepared. The game plan sucked. Everything sucked to stop Derrick Henry. Like, you go into a game against the Ravens without Lamar, and not even that you have to stop. We talked about it on the preview. You don't have to stop Derrick Henry. You just can't let him go off for 4 touchdowns and 200 yards. You let him go off for 150 and 2 touchdowns, you win the game. He made our defense he embarrassed our defense. I mean, he's throwing guys around. He's doing the Derrick Henry thing, which we all know he's top 5 running back of all time. Maybe by the end he might climb into the top 3, top 2. But I just that defense wasn't ready. I don't even think it's just scheme. Between scheme and just not being ready, they weren't playing. We have a mean defense. Our defense is usually, they're mean. They're out there. They're smacking people. They're doing that. Trash. Yeah. So give Halfley that one. A Malort shot.
Malort shot. All right. So Halfley, you're gonna get a Malort shot. And who was our center who didn't know Malik Willis was trying to do an audible and decided to snap the ball in his face? Because that's why I want to give him a Malort shot. Sean Ryan, yeah. So with that being said, let me give a Malort shot to him because that was a crucial part of the game, and you just don't know what you're doing. I've seen him commit multiple penalties. It's just pretty bad, and that was one of the most annoying things to watch and embarrassing things to watch too. Malik's out there killing it. Next thing you know, you get a face mask fumble, which is just ridiculous. And it's on the center. It's on the center. So here you go. Malort shot.
Yep. So yeah, I want to go to a player that I don't think hasn't been the same since he came back. Go with somebody that is that just came back a couple games ago. He's not playing great, and that's Quay Walker. Like, where are you at, man? We're still seeing Cooper running all over the field. He actually had some good plays in that game. Not a lot, but a lot more than anybody else. So Quay Walker, this is your game. You got to be able to do that. I know the D line was trash because their old line was just eating us alive, but still, I view him as a top 2 to 3 linebacker in the league, and he hasn't been that. He was that most this year, but since he's been back, he hasn't been that, and we need him to be that without Micah for sure.
Yeah, we need him to step up. We need someone on that D line to step up too. Hey, if you want to do a unit, you can, but because I got for mine is I got Bo Melton. I have Bo Melton. That's huge for me. Guys who can't make the play in big moments of the game, like it's a mental thing. It's seriously a mental thing. So like if we get that nipped in the butt, we can make these plays and we can, not put ourselves in a position where you're playing good and then a simple mistake turns everything around. So I'm gonna have to give it to Bo Melton because I know Mr. Clayton Tune, first time out there, the throw wasn't great, but it was in his hands. It turns into a pick, and it just ends up being bad for us. So come on, Bo Melton, step it up.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I said, you got backup quarterback, third string quarterback. Everybody's got to be, everything's got to be heightened. And I think everybody was when Willis was in there. I mean, we weren't dropping balls. They're catching. They weren't tough balls because he was throwing them right there on the hands. But they were catching them. We didn't really have much for drops up until that point. So, but I'm going to go with the unit, and I'm going to go with the entire unit. I'm going with the entire defense. And when I say entire defense, I'm talking about all the players, all the staff, anybody that's ever had anything to do with the defensive plan this week. Anybody. Because that was soft. That was the softest I've ever seen this defense play in the last 2 years under half. We have Keyshawn Nixon out there. I don't even know what he's doing anymore. I think literally after that Bears game where he got the game-winning interception, he's been trash. Valentine has played great actually up until this point, but you can't get treated like a child, man. He's like, nah, get out of here. Threw him 10 yards back, and no, that's crazy. So the defense gets that, entire defensive staff, everybody. I'm talking about third string linebackers that haven't seen the field one bit. You guys were soft. Everybody was soft. You must have been soft in practice. You were soft in your bed. And you probably poured your milk in before your cereal, so I had a soft landing.
Yeah. These guys wake up soft. So if you're healthy, you got to wake up hard. So defense, you guys get a Malort shot. All right. Hey, yeah, I don't even care. Even the scout offense, whatever.
Yeah.
Play harder, practice harder, give them a better look. Happily. Maybe you won't get a head coaching position. Maybe we get to keep you, but I hope you figure something out. Next year you will have Michael Parsons. We are still in this season though, so let's figure something out. Let's get these guys to play. If they don't want to play, put someone else in. Put someone else in that wants to play. Bring some D linemen up from the practice squad. Yeah. You want to bring Clayton Tune up, let him play, and have to do that on a short notice and all that. How about do it with some D linemen, some guys with some heart?
Yeah. We need some heart out there. They didn't play with no heart. One shout out I want to give to somebody that has not played good all year, but to me has definitely always shown his willingness to play hard is Hobbs. He's trash. He's been trash all year. He's been getting beat, but you never see him out there getting stiff-armed 5 yards down or just doing stupid stuff, but just not doing like things that aren't soft. He was the only, but of course, got hurt. So we didn't have anybody out there, putting any fear into the Ravens. The Ravens are over there, and it's disrespectful. The last two games, you got people wearing those cheese shredder hats things.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, we're the Packers. You guys got to get it together. We have way too much talent. We're way more talented than the Ravens.
And no fault to those teams. Like, hey, if a team plays like that against you, yeah, rightfully so. Wear some fucking cheese shredders. But Packers have some pride.
Yeah.
Like, you want that to happen? You like, do you like seeing that? Do you like being mocked? Like, come on, we're the Green Bay Packers. You know, fans expect greatness, but it all starts with our players. It starts with our organization. It starts with right now in the season. It starts with Matt LaFleur, and he needs to, make sure that these guys stop playing soft. Like, man, I like how he calls the offense. He's getting good at that. Jeff Hafley has, been great. Creating some defensive schemes and things like that have shown to be pretty damn good. But I think overall, Matt LaFleur coaches a soft team. That's just how he is. I don't know what it is that's making it that way, but something needs to be fixed, and we need to get some more heart out there and some more grit. Maybe get a new mascot. Maybe Dan Campbell can be our mascot.
Yeah, maybe just his kneecaps. I think Matt LaFleur needs to start treating the players like he treats the media. You know what I mean? Like, we got to light a fire under them somehow.
Yeah, come on, Matt. You want to bully the media, the old guys sitting there asking questions? How about you bully the guys that we're paying millions to play with no heart and just get bullied themselves out there? How about that?
Yeah.
The guys you're supposed to be holding accountable.
Yeah. There's way too much talented guys on that defense to ever. I don't care who's out. I don't care if Micah's out. Like, your defense is way too talented to give up 41 points to a backup quarterback. They didn't even need a quarterback. They could have been if they just played Derrick Henry at quarterback. They probably would have scored more, honestly. But that's the thing. I know I'm down. We're 3-game losing streak. We clinched the 7th seed basically. So good job. By losing that game, you have no shot in the 2 seed or the 6 seed. But I guess my kind of closing statement on this is I am just absolutely disappointed in this game. The last 2 games, I was not disappointed at the end of the game. I was disappointed at the fact that we lost at the end of the games, but not disappointed in the way the team played. We missed some plays on those games against the Bears. We let them come back. We played better than the Bears the whole game. The Denver game is more fluky with all the injuries and everything that happened in that game, took a lot out. But this game, we played like shit on defense and did not help, to me, the best backup quarterback in the league, having a great game. He had 288 yards and then 60 yards on the ground, 2 rushing touchdowns, and he probably would have had at least 1 more touchdown. So he probably would have left the game with 4 touchdowns if he didn't get hurt. So it was tough to watch. It was tough to watch. This is the first time this year that it was tough to watch a game, honestly. This is tough.
No, I agree. It was very tough to watch. With my closing statements, I just want to do a dishonorable mention because I feel like over Quay, someone deserved to blame Malort more, and I think it's Rashawn Gary. I think with Parsons' absence, Rashawn, you got to step up. Like, we just paid you. You just got paid, and then we're getting lazy. I don't know, man. That's been really disappointing too, watching Rashawn Gary regress ever since he got paid. So that's gonna be a dishonorable mention for him too. not really doing much.
I hear you on that. I mean, I guess he hasn't played like crap since he got paid because he got paid in the offseason, but he because he had those first 7 games, he had 7.5 sacks. He was balling and he was helping. He was right there with Micah. He was helping him. A lot of that was
Micah was the big reason why he was doing.
Yeah,
it made it easier for him. And as soon as it stopped being easy.
But the thing that's crazy to me, like I get that what you're saying, but it really wasn't that because he started playing like crap before Micah went down. He hasn't had a sack in 9 games.
Yeah.
So and Micah's only not been a part of 2.5 of those games. So what happened? And Micah got better, by the way, later in the season. Yeah. At the end of the season, before he got hurt, he was playing amazing football, and not that he wasn't playing great before, he was just playing great. He was playing defensive player of the year caliber in those other games, and Rashawn Gary didn't get a sack. I mean, I'm sure I don't know what's going on, but he's going to have a crazy, and we're going to need him to, but a crazy playoff run for me to see that he stays on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Nixon.
Yeah. I agree. That's kind of where we're going to end it off at. It's very disappointing. Obviously, we're pissed, but I can't drink freaking Malort.
Come on, Malort.
Come on, Malort. But, hey, we are the green and gold faithful. This was a really tough experience for us, but I think we're going to make a good playoff run. We are in it. I believe a lot of guys are going to be resting next week, but we'll save that for our next video. Yeah. But hey, this is Underground Sports Talk. As always,
go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.